Welcome once again to the Epignosis of Truth. Femi Benjamin, that is my name. There is a trending video circulating the space of internet, and I feel it is expedient I talk about it so as to put the record straight. There is a pastor driving in his car while he had a glimpse of traditionalists celebrating with a masquerade dancing along the street. He pulled over his car, he steps out of the car, joins them, dances with them, smiles with them, connects with them, he even dipped his hand into his pocket, then sprayed the masquerade money, and then he leaves. But instead of seeing humanity, some people saw a problem. They saw a man of God. They said the man of God should not do that because light has no business with darkness. The man of God is the light and the traditionalist is the darkness. Now today, let's go deeper. Was that even a mistake, or was it misunderstood love? There are different belief systems in the world today. Over 4,000 Islamic religion, Christianity, Islamic, and lots more. But difference does not reduce anyone's humanity, because before religion ever had a name, humanity already existed. Now let's do some scriptural balance. You see, let's look at the life of Jesus, who is our Prototokos. He did not build wall. He built bridges. He entered people's space, connected with them, related with them. Look at Brother Paul, the apostle. He said, I have become all things to all people so that by all means I might reach some. That was Brother Paul speaking. And I think that should be 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 22. That was Brother Paul speaking. I love that brother so much. You see, connection is not compromise, it is strategy. Strategy. You see, the same God the Christians worship showed his greatest love not when humanity was perfect, but in its imperfect state. As it is written in Romans chapter 5 verse 8. He said, God demonstrated his love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. I love the use of word bestowed. God, who had bestowed his love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Another use of word could be something like shower. You see, when someone shower you, or someone outpour his love towards you, when someone bestowed his love towards you, demonstrated it in our sinful state, not when you were a saint, when you were in your sinful state, sent his only son to die for you. You understand now? You see, God's love came first, transformation followed. So if God did not stand at a distance, why should man? And this should be the turning point. When a pastor steps out of his car and chooses connection over separation, why do we call it wrong? Let me say this clearly. Light does not avoid darkness. Light shines where it is needed. It shines better in the darkness, and darkness cannot co-handle it. And light is not always afraid of darkness. So the priest should not be afraid to dance. Fellowship or marrying with them. Now let us put this into consideration. Let us bring it closer to home, and let all of us be honest with ourselves. What if that same traditionalist happens to be your boss at work? Will you get to the office the next day and start condemning him? What if that same person owns the aircraft you will use to travel interstate or abroad, as the case may be? Will you refuse to board the plane because of his belief system? What if the traditionalist is a police officer assigned to protect your state or your local government, or as the case may be? Will you say, don't come close to my jurisdiction because of your religious belief? I'm not sure about this, but I want to believe that our armed forces don't have a specific religion to themselves. Yes, they don't, because they protect both the Christian, the Muslim, and the traditionalist. So they cannot have they could have their personal religion, but the obligation is to all religion, all of us. They don't have to say because it is a Muslim that is doing something there, and I'm assigned to be there on duty, and I'm a Christian, and I'll say I will not go. You know the implication. Or is a Christian that I do something and they have assigned me as a Muslim or a traditionalist, I don't think my belief system works with that, so I cannot go. You know the implication when you flout such order. So our armed forces doesn't even have a specific religion to start off with. In fact, let's dive deeper. Let's make this more practical. Let's make it more honest. What if the traditionalist is your registrar at the university? Will you walk to his office and say, because of your belief system, I defile my admission? Will you do that? What if the same traditionalist is your medical doctor? When you are lying on a hospital bed, when your life is hanging by a thread, will you look up and say, don't treat me because of your belief system? Let's go further. Let's explore more real life examples. What if that traditionalist is a pilot flying your aircraft? Will you stand up mid-air and demand to come down? What if he is the engineer who built the bridge you cross every day? Will you refuse to use the bridge? What if she's the teacher who trained you to read and write? Will you reject his knowledge? What if that person is a farmer that grows your food? Will you stop eating? What if he is the driver that drives you to work on daily basis or to your basic destination? Will you jump out of a moving vehicle? What if that same traditionalist is the judge presiding over your case in a courtroom where you seek justice? Will you say, I don't want justice from you because of your belief system? Let's be truthful with ourselves. Life has already connected us. We wake up every day depending on people, working with people, living among people who do not even share the same belief as we do. But yet we cooperate. Yet we coexist. Yet we survive together. But why is it that the moment it comes to religion, we suddenly forget how to be human? You see, the truth is this. Our religion is our belief, but our humanity is our identity. And your belief should never make you less human. That pastor on that day did not lose his faith. He expressed something deeper: respect, connection, humanity. And sometimes that is where true influence begins. Let us all stop measuring spirituality by how far we stay from people. Let us start measuring it by how well we relate, understand, and love. Because you cannot change people if you refuse to come close to them. Before religion ever created boundaries, humanity was meant to connect us as one. So, I'll leave you with this, my esteemed brother in the faith. You see, dancing with them did not reduce him. Spraying money for them did not reduce him. It revealed something greater, that humanity still exists, even before religion.